Hello everyone, after this really long break, we're back to Paddling Pool 218, and we have the two teams, Myopsidus versus, dot, question mark, question mark, question mark. Major, you forgot that. You forgot the dot, and we're just gonna call them question mark, okay? And I
Okay.
have the wonderful Zari with me again. We were just
Hi.
kind of arguing
Yes.
in the
as
break,
per usual.
and, I hate Major.
Yeah, I just tend to witness. And yet again, Salmon Run is a through line in a lot of these arguments. But yes, we're going to be getting into the first game of the set real soon, which is going to be Tower Control and Mako. I do believe we're about to get into it right now. Solid map mode. We see a lot of it. We gotta see what these guys bring to the table. I should also unmute the audio. Do that.
Alright, we see Nautilus, that's very interesting, and also we see the new Wiper Deco. If anyone calls it diaper, I'm gonna be angry. Like seriously, why do people call it diaper? Also we have a splash and a ball pen. I feel like that's better than double splash. We also have the good old Tri-Slosher, which we've seen in this tournament before. And we have a Splatana Stamper. I feel like the most interesting pick in this is definitely the Nautilus, but I think Turd is a really good Nautilus player. And we'll see the 96, and I feel like those weapons are just really, really interesting on the side of Myopsidus. But draw put the dot to question mark.
Majora will not do that. No, it's just out of, spite. But yes, this is starting quite well for question mark here. They are really, they've got past that checkpoint there, and they're pushing to the second one. This is, Myopsidus, yeah, need to start getting people off the tar here. But also, careful, there was a flanker. And that's the second checkpoint as well. That's through to 30. That's a very good first push. But it does not look like they're going to be able to continue that just yet. Myopsidus just getting out of their spawn now. Are they going to be able to get a push of their own started? Maybe.
I feel like they just
not.
kind of need to just reach the game. Like they're really, really just kind of isolated from this very first push that question mark was just setting off there. I feel like, would you think that 30 is like a winning number? Would you consider it a winning number? I'm not sure.
On this map, I think it can be, because getting through that second checkpoint can be hell. So to be able to get that very early on could mean winning the game for them. But it also depends on if Myopsidus is able to get a lot of either just one really good push or a lot of slowly chipping away at pushes. Like, it can definitely, like, it's not a definite win. No points, but KO is a definite. But it can definitely be quite difficult to get that far, I should say.
And like also you mentioned like the second checkpoint is like really, really chaotic. I feel like the first checkpoint is sometimes even worse. Because they can just drop on you and like, or at least like to that one point where you're in, like directly in front of the, like that one flat. I feel like that's even worse than the second checkpoint in some occasions. Not always,
it depends
but in some.
on the weapons and on how the team decides to kind of play them and push them. Because I'm not quite sure Myopsidus has the best, like, yet again, you need kind of dive weapons for that to be your consistent strategy to keep them from getting past that first checkpoint, which I don't believe there's not as, like, they're not really dive weapons on either side. You can kind of maybe do that with a Tri-Slosher and a splash, but it's not, there are weapons that are much better than that. But anyway, regardless, Myopsidus is still sitting at 79 here. They haven't got through that first checkpoint. They are starting to push again now, but there are two players up above, well, one now, but there was about to be a second one again, above where the tower has to go. So they're getting through that checkpoint, and that will mean that they'll be able to get through and they don't have to do that.
And also I feel like the main two aggressive weapons are just the Nautilus in some occasions. And I feel like the Splatana being Nom Nom is also really aggressive. I mean, we just saw a Splatana battle between Jade and Nom Nom, and Jade won the Splatana battle, but they just got picked off by another weapon, and also that drop-off with the Tri-Slosher was just typical Tri-Slosher gameplay, because what is this range?
Yeah, exactly. Also, should mention that as we were talking about earlier, it can be very hard to get to that 30 points there, but Myopsidus has gotten very close. They only need to push it and get through that checkpoint, really, before they get lead. But they only have 20 seconds left to do so, which very much is not a position you want to be in. Not on this map. Yet again, you have weapons that will dive on you and can take you out that way before you can really do much about it. But that is 3 people down on the side of Question Mark. This is not ideal for them either, but all they need to do is get on that tower and get Myopsidus off it, which can be quite easily done, but it does look like it's going to be quite difficult. Though there is no one on the tower, are they going to be able to get on it in time? It doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
That was really close. I mean,
Yeah.
during the end, I feel like the Zekofit charger was just kind of caught off guard by that Tri-Slosher, I think it was. And then the Nautilus really couldn't do that much. It just had to get on the... Oh my god, that emote by Jade, though.
Yes, indeed.
I don't have that emote yet. Wait, which level is it? No, not Table Turf! Oh my god.
As we slowly lose the other commentator to just Table Turf. Please come back to us by...
No, I'm still... Oh, okay, it's level 83 in the catalog. I'm only level 62. Only.
Freaking hell. Some of us... Dude, I don't even think I'm in double digits yet, alright? Oh my god. But right. Okay. Let's see. What is the next? Ooh, okay.
Splatstone's Sturgeon Shipyard, which is
Sturgeon,
kind of
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd say we probably still see the same backlines we had last game, right? And Nautilus
so.
is going to absolutely be very helpful with this, with the rain, with just its paint output. So I'd say we'd see some very similar comps. Would you think they'd keep the Wiper?
I'm not sure. I feel like the Wiper could be very helpful, especially on splat zones, but they would have to play rather passively. I mean, they would have to just kind of concentrate on getting missiles, considering how missiles pen output is just extremely stupid. And I feel like that would help a lot in the splat zone. But I'm not sure at the same time. I feel like they could just switch to like a shooter or something. I feel like that would do the job just as fine. Or they're gonna do the other way and just pick Flingza. But I feel like Nom Nom will stay at the Wiper Deco.
Because it can be quite nice as well with those beacons. And this isn't the furthest from spawn, but it still is always helpful, and they do stick with it. But they do not have an E leader as opposed to the normal sniper from before, so very, very interesting change-up. And the Tri-Slosher is gone. I think, were they the player that was switched the... Did they have a 96 last round?
They have a Slosher now. Or what do you mean?
Oh, hold on, I'm taking it. That's fine. Switch to the Slosher and try Slosher off it. Don't worry.
You know, because I think they had the 96 before.
Okay, then yeah. Then fair enough. But already there's one person down on the side of Question Mark, but they're already the whole way down to into the 60s on this zone. And it does not look... Kraken is not your paint weapon. Oh my god, that was unfortunate. But
He's painting with the Kraken.
Myopsidus was able to get zoned from this, which is important. They're gonna have to be careful for that grab them. Which they apparently were.
Right now Myopsidus has some really good control. I feel like Question Mark is just kind of stuck in that one area, and I feel like it's just too risky to just drop into the suicide that they have right there. I feel like they just need to work on their specials right now. I mean, we see Jade, which I mean, they still play this thing rather aggressively, even though it got this really big painting nerf. But I think they play main saver, so it's fine.
Yeah, I think that's kind of necessary. Myopsidus able to keep it for quite some time, get the whole way down to 29, but this does flip back over to the side of Question Mark, and they do not have too many penalty points to work through. So Myopsidus does not have a lot of time to spare here before Question Mark will be right on their lead.
And now we see the cracking again, trying to paint the zone. No, I'm just kidding. They get a pick on the slaughter, and now they're dead.
Yeah,
right now it's Nom Nom last.
Yeah, they got the pick, but 2 of their teammates went down in that time, and that just was not what they needed. And clearly, Question Mark come back and get the zone. Or, well, not get the zone, but get the lead, even. But it does look like Myopsidus might be able to tap the zone and stop their from pushing any further. There's only 2 people up on the side of Question Mark. Myopsidus really need to get this zone before the other players in Question Mark get back in. And they are able to, but that is a push the whole way down to 28. Or, 8. My god. But yes, this does now mean that Myopsidus has a lot of points to make up, but they do still have 2 minutes to do it. So, they still have time and time to spare.
But I feel like right now, the people on Myopsidus were just kind of dying in like flash. Like, 2 people were just down, and we see Nom Nom just kind of put a beacon there, but they unfortunately died. And now the E-Leader also got picked up by the Stamper. Now we see the Kraken again, not being a painting weapon, but trying to kill someone, which didn't really work out for them, and now they're just kind of fighting the Slosher while just kind of poking with the wall, which is really helpful. But like, Myopsidus would have to get like this zone soon, because the penalty is 47, which is already quite high, and they have to push up until like the points of 7. And while we say this, we only have like 1 minute and 10 seconds left, so it is rather difficult for Myopsidus to catch up. But as we speak, they actually have the zone, but can they hold it?
That is the question. It is not looking like they're gonna be able to. And that flips right back over to Question Mark's side. This is really not looking good for Myopsidus. They need that zone, and they need to get Question Mark back to their spawn as soon as possible. But this is not looking that's going to be the way it goes. Oh, that is not good.
That is really not good. I mean, Question Mark almost just kind of worked off their penalty. And, I mean, it's only 5 seconds left, and I feel like this situation is just way too hard for Myopsidus to handle. But wait.
Ooh.
The knot is left. Oh my god.
But there's people jumping in. There's people jumping in. They're not able to capitalize on it. And that means game 2 goes to Question Mark. That is a 2-0. Oh gosh. Yeah, there were so many points where they were Myopsidus was able to get back in and get to the zone, but they just could not keep it. They couldn't keep it. Which is very much unfortunate, but very well played for Question Mark. They just kept getting the zone and keeping good control there, which worked out well for them. And yet again, in that first game, Question Mark just got the further push. Myopsidus got close, but not close enough.
Yeah, like, that was honestly... I feel like Myopsidus, which is a really scary situation, because their E-Leader was honestly kind of picked off often, like, not that rarely, by the Splatana Stamper, and I feel like they were just kind of missing this one painter, which would have given them some kind of advantage.
Yeah, a bit of an edge that they maybe needed, but they still absolutely played well, but just not quite enough. They were
It
not
was
able
close,
to
though.
hold the zone long enough. But on that note, this was the final set for us. We're gonna be replaced by, I do believe, Pat and Chili. Chili being
Chili, the chili of the boys, and the
Chili.
path.
Yes.
Path.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you know, Pat. You know how it be. But yes, so we're gonna be leaving you here, but absolutely don't go anywhere because the games only get more like more back and forth, more amazing from here as we go. Are we going into the quarterfinals? Is it like to be the quarterfinals?
I don't know, but you forgot
No.
something.
No, it's the round before the quarterfinal. It's fine. Just freaking Majora whispering in our ears. Okay.
Why are you whispering? They can't hear you anyway.
But right, yes, we should let you know who we are before we leave. That's probably a good idea. Do you want to go first? Where can the people find you, Spy?
You can find me on Twitter. I just sometimes retweet, and sometimes I just talk crap. But like, it's mainly about Splatoon, and yeah,
Also, what
I'm
a
just,
surprise.
it's just kind of random over there. And Zari, where can people find thou self?
You can find me at SBLZarny on Twitter, but also I am a streamer, so you can find me at Zarany on Twitch. So absolutely, definitely stick around. This is only going to get more hype as it goes on, so don't be going anywhere. But thank you very much for having us, and thank you very much, Majora, for putting up with Spy, as per usual.
Why are you picking sides again? Literally, why do you think he's the victim? Just because of the Karen?
I'm just saying, the Karen shenanigans, we do put him through a lot. Let's be real here. But
Yeah,
you know, sometimes you're the victim too. I'm not trying to pick sides. I'm just elaborating on the fact. But yes, we should let the other two new commentators get in here. So thank you everyone for having us, and see you guys next time.
Goodbye.